Do you guys know Jean de la Fontaine? Do you know him? Yeah.
Uh,
He's a French poet. And I found one of his quotes the other day. He said,
I,
a person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it.
oh yeah.
I'm looking at you, the Los Angeles Clippers, because you wanted the most, didn't you? You thought, oh, we'll lose a game. We'll lose a game against the Thunder. We'll tank. You're down 2-0. You're down 2-0 against the weaker seed. The Mavs are going home. American Airlines Arena is going to be into it. Mark Cuban's going to be doing his thing. I love it. I just absolutely love it. I love it. So the Mavs win 127 to 121 against the Clips. Wow, that trade's not looking so good for LA right now, huh? Oh dear. Oh dear. Is it one playoff win in 2 years? Yeah, it's not looking good. We've got Luka, 39, 7 and 7. He actually shot 2 of 7 from free throws. He easily could have had 40. 28 from your boy Timmy Hardaway Jr. Very good, and 20 from the man. He's returned Porzingis, and then you've got Kawhi and PG. They combined for 69 points. They both had really good games. The rest of the starters combined for 14. That's my initial thoughts. But yeah, Wildy, this is a big shock for us. I'm not going to say that I was like, oh, the Mavs are going to win 2 games on the road. Like you said, they haven't just done their job. They've gone above and beyond, like Bray said.
100%. And now they have to go back to Dallas. They're going to have the most fans they've had all season. It's going to be absolutely crazy in there. The energy is going to be mad. And Luka's just going to be feeding off of that. And if the Clippers can't face adversity and overcome it on their home floor, what's going to be happening in the next 2 games? It's going to be really, really hard for them to bounce back. And game 2, their best 2 guys are actually performing. This is unbelievable. The knock on them last year was, Paul George, where you at? What you doing? You're the reason that, they've lost. Now he's actually turning up. And Luka is saying, no, you gave me a whole another year to prepare for you guys. And now I'm about to dish out and show you how we do. So, it's unbelievable. You're right. The whole Porzingis thing is crazy because he's been up and down all season. His whole career, he's been in and out of injuries, but he's playing great at the moment. And prior to getting injured in the bubble, they were playing amazing. And even, in hindsight to that series, people were saying, hey, if Porzingis didn't get injured, that series may have gone longer than 6 games. So now this is the rematch. As you said, they thought they could take them, and it doesn't look like they can. The orchestration from Luka is amazing. The fact that he can impact a game, that much, without even getting a triple-double, but he's distributing in the right ways. You get also people like Jalen Brunson that's scoring 15. He's really efficient for them. He just knows how to use everybody and get the best out of everyone, which the greats have always been able to do.
Also, another thing, guys, should we put some respect on Doc Rivers' name, huh? They pushed him out. Oh,
never stopped.
He's Doc Rivers probably laughing right now.
Yeah,
he's laughing.
Rick Carlisle is out coaching right now. The Clippers cannot find a lineup to win. They can't find one. I watched the highlights. Most of them was Zubac being abused, and it wasn't just Luka, because every time you could see, every time Luka saw him, he was like, "Oh, I've got you." Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Put him in a pick and roll. I've got him. Every time, KP blew past him. He did get one nice block on Jalen Brunson, I think it was. Zubac was being played off the floor. Ibaka didn't really play. They went small, and then that was the reason that Porzingis torched him. Because he was shooting over chairs, he caught it on the edge of the key, and Pat Beverly was on him. It was like, oh, okay, bang, easy. It's absolutely ridiculous.
What I compare it to, Bray, is sort of when you're playing 2K and you're on the easiest level, and you're just driving the score. This is literally Pat Bev. He's so small, he just can't guard him. And I was just going to say your point on the rotation. The Mavs actually have a good rotation. They've got Brunson, Richardson, and Corley Stein coming off the bench. Ibaka played 6 minutes.
He's got to play longer, and maybe there's something we don't know. Maybe he's injured. Maybe he's not quite right. He's been injured all season basically. But he was the guy you brought in to help get you over the hump. He does those intangible things. Yeah, they need him.
Yeah, I mean, him and Kawhi won a chip together, and Ibaka was like in that game against Philadelphia, which that game 7, Ibaka was the only other person doing anything in that game, other than Kawhi. So you'd like to think that pairing would be used a little bit more effectively, but nothing can be done in 6 minutes of 48. What are you going to do? Can I just say something quick on Tim Hardaway Jr.?
Yeah, your boy.
My boy Timmy has been amazing. I obviously covered this regular season because Detroit and Dallas were both my teams. They rested Luka in the Detroit game, and Tim Hardaway Jr. balled out and went absolutely crazy. And then ever since that game, he was absolutely on point, and he finished the season real hot, and it's just transferred into the postseason. So obviously, there's no way that was by design. It's just he's a go-getter, and he's a high-energy guy that knows how to score. Without being a detriment on defense. So he's just been awesome, man. I can't wait to see how much better he gets throughout this postseason.
Oh yeah, and I listened to because he was on JJ Redick's podcast. Obviously, they're on the same team now, and they were talking about the mentality of being a shooter. Like, how do you because your job is to score. Like, if you don't score, you're literally, you can't be played. And that is the situation they both find themselves in. Now, JJ has obviously come from the standpoint that he's been so good. It's like, all right, you're getting X number of actions for you. We're running these actions. Like, he knows that going into the game. And Tim Hardaway's like, I mean, I've never had that. Like, the way he's been playing, like, now he's getting those shots. It snowballs, and before you know it, he's got almost 30.
Hit a huge shot in the clutch as well to really seal that game. Again, short answer is: do we have a sweep on our hands?
I mean, if they beat them twice on their home floor, going back to Dallas, I said it earlier at one point, it's pretty crazy. It's either a sweep or it's in 6, in my opinion. I try to add a little bit onto this answer because I just can't help but think about it. But if they advance, I really like them against either Utah or Memphis, which means that they can be going conference finals.
Excellent.
This is unbelievable. Because enough said on that.
Excellent.
I mean, I'm going to say Mavs in 5. The one thing that we haven't seen is Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard go at him. Like, come on, man. He's got to show him. He's got to defend him. They put Paul George in him and yes, he had 7 turnovers, but he still torched.
The switches are so weak. There's no force to get through. They're just they're switching.
I want Kawhi Leonard 94 feet. You are not winning this game. That's what I want.
That's fine. I would love that too. I listen. I'm a Kawhi fan. I'm just not a Clippers fan. But the fact is, if he scores 41 in a game and they still lose, Kawhi will not have the energy to get 41 and guard Luka the entire game. By the way, even if he does that, Luka's still going to get at least 30.
I think if he can hold Luka, I reckon he can hold Luka to 25 and maybe only 6 assists, and he doesn't need to score 40. He only needs to score 20. Yes, he needs other guys on the team to play well, but you stop Luka, you stop the Mavs. He is their team. I see what you're saying on the Jazz as well. You kind of fancy them to get past. I think
I just think it's an interesting series. I think it's not a foregone conclusion that the Jazz win that.
I like the Jazz defense better. Specifically, I like Quinn Snyder way better. I think he'd have some stuff to throw.
I'm gonna have to hold you both there because the Jazz have got to get past the Grizzlies, and they're currently down a game.
Stop it. So, here's my bold prediction. We're about to have a game a la the Bucks and the Heat, where there's one team that's just better. They're just better, and they've got more talent, and they're about to go out and show who's boss. Literally, that's what's going to happen.
We're about to find out tonight. Thank you both for that lovely quick wrap up. we're going to be back again at some point to discuss what's been going on. We've got Philly Wizards tonight, Knicks Hawks, and Jazz Grizzlies to wrap off Bray's predictions. So we're going to see what's happened. But yeah, from the sixth man, Antic Express, and Silk Bray, it is see y'all later.
Laters.